So throughout religious spiritual history, grace has been talked about. It is the love that you are made out of. It is the love that creates this physical reality. You receive grace, whether you deserve it or not. And if you do bring your light forward, the universe's grace comes in like all the support you need. Yeah, to keep going, to keep finding strength. It will be there. And keep working with your body, your conditioning, your personality, to keep remembering the bigger story, to keep giving over any unhappiness, dense emotions that all interrupt with our receiving of grace, you guys. You can give it over and grace lifts it off you. Yeah. Yeah, you step into the sunshine. It takes practice. It takes total devotion, but it's there. It's our birthright. It's your birthright. You can't escape it. And if you run from grace, it will chase you. Yeah. It will wear a scary mask and chase you. And you'll think it's like your worst enemy, but it's just grace. It's just love. And, if we're in fear, even grace seems tarnished. When we step into love, we get all the treasures of the universe. Okay, remember this. Remember this. Only you are in charge of whether you're running from grace or whether you're allowing grace to embrace you. Yeah. And if you're running from it, embrace yourself. You're still lovable. You're still eternal. You're still priceless. And as you embrace yourself, you will open to receive grace. And so it is. Okay. Yeah, just had to remind you of that. That the point of power is you guys. And I know that our conditioning tells us the opposite. And we can't grab grace, we can't demand it. We are it. And may this really come home to you, and may it really come home to you during the satsang, and come home to everybody who's listening, because you are grace. You are divine love. Nobody can take it from you. You are that. We've just been deluded. All right. And this work is to remind you. And we have Amma. No. Anyway, so it's a question and answer, and I think everybody's come forward with early memories or early dreams. If somebody hasn't come forward with that and wishes to, then you come forward now. Otherwise, we'll just move into general questions.
Yes, yes. Yeah. Um, I had the chance to be at the meditation center again and serve there. And there was a particular experience I would love to share.
Yes.
And so mm, there we had in one session, I think it was in this case a one-on-one session. We talked about a statue, like tense statue to be like this and and we
Yeah, like
smashed or
being a spiritual being a spiritual statue.
yeah,
Was that
being
it?
a spiritual
Yeah.
statue, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Om.
yes. And we talked about like influencer pictures and yeah, so and I was next to the serving, we had some time to also meditate with the students. And I think on the second day or third day, I was sitting and I discovered some subtle tension in my between hips and the legs,
Yeah.
specifically on the right side, and also my
Right.
shoulders on both sides. And I felt like really
Okay.
like sitting like want to meditate, and like like be like really in this pose, and
Yes.
then I realized this feels not right, not comfortable. And then I
Good.
started to relax, like the shoulders and also the yeah the leg and the hips, so the space in between. And when I did it, uh, almost unbearable feeling came up. It felt like I losing control or I give up control, and it was like almost unbearable. I thought I will like collapse there, and I like and this meditation technique and also what we learn here is like to observe, and I observe just be as it is, and I I felt more for the first I felt I couldn't bear it, and somehow I just went through it in the sense of observed it, and it took a whole day or even 1.5 days to kind of reverse it to from whenever I'm the awareness were gone, I got tense again, and then I relaxed again, and then this feeling came up, and then when I lost the awareness again, tense, and it took a 1.5 days to reverse this pattern, and like to yeah, and to let it go, this control. I felt for me, it felt like um, I I used to control everything, and this posture was like controlling, like I control my meditation, and it
Yeah.
felt like I let go more, and then this it was what is not a pain, it was this feeling of it's I couldn't describe. It's a mix of weakness first, and I cannot take it, and this loss of control. I don't know. It was a really strong, weird, couldn't describe feeling. And slowly, with time and patience, it went away. And like now I have such, it feels more like space. So I felt like really I have more space now in my hips and
Yeah.
legs, between the legs. I feel like when I walk and I'm aware, I a little bit more loose in the walk.
Yep.
Um, and yeah, it's still awareness. Like sometimes when I don't have awareness, it's still comes a little back. It's fine. Um, but I managed to reverse it, like in a big, so it's not like this automatic thing what I had before. And that felt, yeah,
Hmm.
the whole experience because it was so intense for me was yeah interesting to observe. Yeah.
Yeah. So Calidus was notice the the transcendent body approach where I talk about the shoulders being about responsibility and the hips being power. Okay, is there anything else? I'm just making sure. I don't know, but is there anything else you want to say about this at all? And maybe you're complete. I just want to make sure.
Yeah. it just reminded me and it made me humorous laughing about this spiritual statue we talked like 2 months
Yeah.
beforehand. And I really felt like a little bit from the spiritual statue got like smashed. And
Yeah.
it was like,
Good.
because we talked about it, I connected to that. Yeah.
Yeah. Good. So that it sounds like that helped you actually with your surrender because you could see that you were seeing clearly, the information was right, and you could surrender into more trust as a result. Now, Kaladas, and this is fantastic. Okay, it's fantastic. It in lots of ways, it's the kind of thing I hoped with coming up with this body approach that it would assist people just like it has with Calidus. Because I found it out through just noticing. Okay, so, but there is a small key, and I'm going to point it out to help you right through the door, Calidus. You're kind of coming through a door and you're not quite through yet. And I want to point something out. In the way you spoke, you are still seeing yourself as the doer and fixing this complex, right?
Mm, yeah.
Okay.
Mm,
Yeah. And that point of view is coming from the complex. All of you guys hear this, please. Yeah. Yeah, Mitchie, it's so funny. It's just we go off. I know you're so sweet. Just when we need to get it, we go. I watch you guys like lose focus just when something is like to help you. Anyway, um, this thought pattern is part of the complex. So even as you're thinking, I'm coming out of the complex, the part that's thinking that is, in fact, mired in the complex. You are not doing it. This is where, and it's really important, Calidus, for all of you guys. When I talk about, just nurturing yourself into something like treating, it's like working with your complexes like inconvenient children who are like acting up and you're just, it's kind of irritating, but you just know that if you are rough with them, it's going to get worse. So you're just kind of patient and loving. Okay, Calidus, and part of you wants to resist this. And the part of you that wants to resist what I'm saying is scared of another deeper feeling experience of vulnerability underneath this control thing. It's a scared that there's more of this uncomfortable feelings and it doesn't want to feel that way.
mm,
I can feel that this is not getting through to you. It's a very interesting, I mean, and don't worry. I mean, this is like we're playing charades. We're playing, it's a game. It's like hide and seek, charades. It's like I'm going, I see you. I see you. Yeah, I see you. I see who you are. Yeah, I see you. I see tricks. I see tricks. Here you are. There you are. And sometimes, sometimes I go, hey, I'm seeing the tricks. Yeah. Okay, Calidus, part of you doesn't want to come out of the statue. I can feel it. You're kind of like, it's kind of like, what do you want, woman? It's kind of like you're going, what do you want, woman? It's like I'm doing good work. I'm doing good work. But you're doing it from this part of you is still in the complex, pleasing your teacher in a way. Like,
mm.
yeah, so that you can be validated and you can be a statue again. It's a subtlety that I'm talking about, Calidus. It is actually easier for women to get this about just loving yourself into it, embracing yourself into it. So, okay, so how do you feel right now? And be very, very honest, please.
Yeah, I feel my heartbeat pumping fast. Um,
Right.
I
Good.
feel not really comfortable in my
No.
skin at the moment.
Yeah.
Um,
Good. Good.
yeah,
Good. This is good. That's it. So it's like, yeah, the ego's feeling a bit of fear. It's like, I didn't expect this. I expected a pat on the back. And you got a pat on the back. That was excellent work. But you're halfway through the door, Calidus. I'm trying to
mm,
help you right through it.
yeah,
That's all. Yeah, I feel like maybe that's, what you did is as far as you can go, maybe right now.
yeah,
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that.
mm,
And Calidus, I mean, this is really good. I mean, it took me years to figure out this body approach, and then so you're getting the comprehension really good, but part of you is trying to keep your status as a spiritual good student. And there's nothing wrong with that either. It's what we're like. You're kind of going, well, who would I be without my ego? And yeah, well, you'd be a divine being, but you won't feel that. You'll feel that you'll be a terribly injured child without your ego.
mm.
Yeah, sweetie. Yeah. You guys are so adorable. It's like yeah. I mean, this work is very deflating, and that's the power of it. If you can stand it, you can make tremendous progress. Yeah, think of it that way, Calidus. That is the truth. It's like an extreme sport. This is very
Yes.
Cali with a lot of love, but it's very Cali. You know why? Because I had to be Cali with myself. Calidus, it's interesting to me. Like, why would it hurt to know that you're halfway through the door rather than fully? Why would that be hard to embrace?
Mm. Maybe because there's a pattern always to go to the goal immediately, and halfway is half half empty. Glass is half empty.
Is
Yeah,
that what you think it is? Is that a question, or are you telling me?
yeah. I was trying to explain myself. Yeah.
Okay, because you'd like to. So that is the statue. Do you see the statue in that? That you want to be like, do it in a hole in one?
Yeah. This
Right,
because this. Yeah.
right. Okay, that's all
Yeah.
I wanted you
Yeah.
to see.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You, yeah, good. You guys, when we see our tricks, we can't do it anymore. When we see them, a teacher can tell us, but it's when we see them up close and personal,
Mm.
our tricks, that we change, really.
Mm.
Right. How does your body feel now, Calidus?
Feels more confident in the
Sorry,
more more like positive,
you're
more
confident? Did you say
elevated.
confident? Yeah.
Confident, positive, more elevated, not
Yeah.
so like before.
You,
Yeah.
yeah, you feel more grounded to me. It's like a little bit more grounding.
Mhm. Yeah, feel the
Now,
earth on me quite good. Yeah.
yes. Okay, you guys, we
Yeah.
get ungrounded when we're running from our thoughts and feelings. And when we come into our personal power, when we move into truth, we become very grounded because we're not running from anything. So any movement into you guys feeling more grounded is good work. And it's why I gave you the the exercise last week about grounding, and you can keep it and use it. That finger exercise, right? That's it. These are precious little hints and keys for the journey. So remember them. Write a list of all the, if I give a technique, write it down and use it. Hopefully. Yeah, you guys. There's a kind of feeling of dreariness. It's kind of like, the dreariness of a childhood where you're being raised out of alignment, and it takes the joy out of life, takes the fun out of life. And it's all of you guys. It's like I'm feeling this dreariness come up. And sometimes the spiritual journey is dreary. It feels dreary. It's like, when am I going to make progress? When is it going to happen? I can feel there's some insecurity coming up. Yeah. You guys, this journey is really safe, but this is the highest level training you can do. And it's very distilled with Premasudha's way. It's very distilled. Yeah. But it's very safe. We just have to, realize that we're bumbling idiots. That's why I keep saying, like, let yourself be a bumbling idiot. Like, please, why would you not be one? Please. What makes you so special that you can come out of your ego seamlessly with no effort, like doing a paint by numbers? Oh, like, that's just crazy. Really. And this is what spiritual students think. Okay, tell me the rules and I'll play the game. And it's the opposite. It's the absolute opposite of that. I'm feeling like there's this desire to be true in all of you here. You really want to be true. And this is what I want to help you with. Yeah. That's it. And you're nervous, and I get it. Like, Amma's she's the the wonder, but there are a lot of people around her who just hold on to her body, and they miss. They're just doing it slower. It's okay. You guys, if we live horizontally, if we just go through our lives kind of horizontally, we may not make much spiritual progress, but it's far less stressful. As soon as we want to go up, evolve, it is stressful on your organism. It's stressful for your ego. It's stressful for your body. It's stressful for your relationships. But that's the journey of self-realization, Right. There is no rush, you guys, and you're not to be pushed. Like I said, we're in this turning. This training is turning. We're going in a slightly, I'm going to be teaching in different ways. And it's like it will take time to gel and just keep holding on, even if you don't understand what's going on, just keep holding on. Listen to your hearts, but whether you get go ahead or not. Right. Good. Good. It's as if some of you could come into great clarity in the next while. Great clarity. And that will help your journey immensely. Has anybody else got any? Calidus, have you completed? Is this, have you finished, or is there anything more?
Yeah, this for now it's finished.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I would say just keep going. You're on the right track, and just become more loving with yourself.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. Make room to be a bumbling fool, because we all are, you guys. This is the hardest thing for your egos. Really. But we are. It's like the fool in the fairy tale who always says the thing that, nobody in the collective wants to hear. Right. But he's the one who's graced with divinity. And that's the rub, you guys. It's in your foolishness that your divinity is in your bumbling humanity. And if you cannot accept your bumbling humanity, you will never achieve self-realization. And I want to make that very clear. You will never do it, because the journey to self-realization is a total acceptance of humanity. And when you totally accept your humanity, you become free to live out your divine nature. And if you're rejecting your humanity and judging it, and that is what you will be doing to your divine nature. Right. We don't scorn Amma's humanity. We don't scorn Christ's humanity. We don't judge him for saying on the cross, Lord, why hast thou forsaken me? We totally understand that even, a God being like Jesus would have some wobbly moments on the cross. So offer yourselves the same heart.
Premasudha, Laura.
Laura,
I have
sweet
no
one, how are you?
idea. I don't know what's going to come out of my mouth, but my heart is bursting out of my chest. I'm afraid I'm going to get decapitated, and that's probably a good thing.
Yep.
I'm serious. You know I am. I need Kali's sword. I'm mad at my soul, just like you said, for bringing me here where I don't fit in. And you said to me once, it's not them, it's me accepting myself. If I stay here in my room, I'm fine. I don't know how to do this. I just don't know how to do it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I know you don't, sweetie. Yeah. I mean, sweetie, just being, it's like when, the moving, it doesn't really work, right?
The what?
The moving. How many times have you moved in the last 2 years? Like 6 times?
Oh my gosh, this was 7. I had to move though to a place that I could afford. The other one was too expensive, but I wanted to move in with my mother, and that wasn't possible.
Okay. Okay.
So
Yeah.
I'm living by myself, and my biggest fears are looming up all over the place. And my neighbor's a compulsive liar, and I know that he's just a mirror of me. I'm not.
Well, yeah. I mean, humanity has got lots of warts right now, like it's everywhere, Yeah. Nah, sweetie. And but you were living with your family for a while, right? And you got restless there.
I was living with them for about 3 weeks when I landed in Florida, but I needed to be in the facility because I needed more support. And there was no one home during the day.
Okay.
That's why I lived there for a year. But now I'm at the point where I can be on my own again.
Okay,
But
good.
which is a good thing with with a lot of help.
Yeah, Laura, you're really good about speaking to Amma, and we know that you've got a medical thing going on with your brain, which just, is quite a challenge. But you're very good about speaking to Amma. And I don't know why it's this way for you, sweetie, why you have to go through this. It breaks my heart, really, for you. Not in a pitying way, just with real compassion, sweetie. Real compassion. That's what I feel for you. Just total compassion. And Premasudha, like even in my place, which is, I don't know how many apartments are in that. I guess there's like maybe 50 or 60 apartments, 4 stories. I do my chores at odd times so I won't bump into anybody. No, really. I
Yeah.
do that. I go down, I dump my garbage at night, because I don't want like kind of a silly conversation, you know? And sometimes I just don't want to see another person. And I think some of this is just normal, sweetie. What you feel like is some of it's just what anybody feels, You find that hard to believe.
I feel obligated to spend time with, and I want so much to be a part of my family. It doesn't, it's like trying to fit a square, bumbling peg into a round hole.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
exactly how it feels.
Right. Yeah. Well, I know that this has been bothering you like, a thorn in your side, an uncomfortable thorn in your side for some time since I've known you. And I know you keep going back to it and it seems impossible. And all I'd say to you is there's a bigger reason why you're going through this. And even if you don't feel like it's being solved, right? On a bigger level, just going through this, Laura, is solving it. Just you experiencing this is solving it. Do you see, in a big way, the bigger story, something important is being solved by you, Laura, having this experience and having difficulty transcending. Like, coming to peace about neighbors and everything, to the struggle to stop fighting everything. There's a reason for it. That's it. And may that bigger reason dawn on you. May Amma, may the universe communicate this to you, at least to your body, even if your mind doesn't get it, to just bring more peace to your body. And, someone like you, Laura, I mean, I don't know if you let yourself watch movies and distract yourself, but my feeling is it would be so okay for you to do that. You don't have to pray every moment. You can distract yourself from all this, please. And understand you've got a head thing that makes it hard to transcend. So whatever you can do to get through your days is okay.
But that's where the jury comes in. It's like you wake up and let's do this again. Okay.
You mean about life, that you have to live another day, or right?
Yeah.
Right. Well, you're just in this experience, and there's a much bigger reason for it all, even though it seems unsolvable at this level. Okay. Right. Think of it like that you're putting money in a big spiritual bank, and at some point you're going to get it back with colossal interest. Yeah. Yeah, some things are just tough, but yeah.
Thanks. Thank you.
Oh, sweetie, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Blessings, sweet one. Yeah. Mitchie, you are lost in thought. What are you thinking right now? Spill. Just speak it.
I was very touched by Laura's story, and I was very feeling empathetic with her.
Yeah.
And at the same time, I was questioning if I have a question. I was questioning myself. Yeah, and I wanted to talk about my weaknesses.
Sure, come forward.
Because you were talking about we all want to come into truth. And I think this is one of my strengths, that I really want to go this way. But most of the time I'm so less brave and so less, I don't know how to describe. Yeah, I'm unsure how to do it. And the last weeks I was so trapped in my old patterns. And this this whole thing of rigidity and fightiness came back. And in my daily life, sometimes I can't figure out if it's fightiness or if it's telling them what my needs are. And I think there is a very small line between it, because I have my needs and I'm not really sure how to communicate them. And I'm always trying to see a problem. I'm extremely problem orientated and not in a good way. I'm so much seeing a problem where there is nothing, or there's not really a problem. I just have to communicate better. Then it maybe would be solved directly or much more easier than I do it.
Yeah.
And when you wrote to me 2 hours ago about this honesty thing, I was kind of shocked because I didn't see it, but I can feel it. Okay. I have no examples for it, but I can feel the energy behind it.
Okay. So that is it, you guys. Mitchie felt it. She could feel the truth of what I said. It doesn't matter if our heads don't get it. This is what I want to talk to you about. We evolve through our bodies. Like, pay attention to your body. If something feels true, then it's like build your house. You see, sweetie, Mitchie, your problem is self-acceptance. Like, there's part of you that just feels that you cannot.
Yeah.
Like that it's verboten. Okay. So that is where you need to work. You could, you need to work more at that. Face it on a deeper level. You get caught in the more superficial struggles, but really the issue is self-acceptance, sweetie. Because if you accepted yourself more, it would be easy for you to speak of your needs with power. You would just state your case and your words would have power.
Yeah, you're totally right. I'm so much avoiding things, and I'm always stepping backwards. If there is a small conflict or not a reaction um,
Yes,
I'm
that's
prepared
why I
for.
said to you, that's why I said to you, be honest with me, because I could feel you stepping back and kind of curating your response, like rather than just being very direct with me. Like I am so direct with you guys. Be
Yeah.
direct with me, you know? Okay, it's that we all feel the truth inside. It's whether you want to stand there or not. You see, this is what Premasudha did. I stood with my truth. It was just, I went into it and I lived my life from there.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, good. And, you know, it's kind of take what comes. Now, Michi, I mean, the really good news is you're just in growing pains. Do you understand? Because your dreams, you know, the dreaming of the noble, being noble in your dreams and everything, that will percolate in. This is what's percolating in. This is why you're feeling a little antsy, because there's this deep change going on underneath, and your ego's going, oh my goodness.
Yeah. It's
Okay,
screaming.
so
It's loudly screaming.
totally. So that is what's going on. That is your state. And it's kind of like, watch it from this larger acceptance of your process. It's going to be like that for you, sweetie. You guys, you're all wanting to go through the doorway into being witnesses of yourselves. Okay. This is the issue. And what you're trying to do, you're going halfway through the door. And at the same time, your ego is trying to stay in control and do a phony going through the door. And Premasudha is going, like, that won't work. You have to go through the door. You experience that you're, and I'll say it again, you guys, you experience that you are a wounded child walking around in adult form, and you put your arms around her and you watch how she does the same thing over and over again, and you love her and, you know, correct as best you can. It is a bumbling, wobbly process until you learn how to walk. And that's what you guys are in. And this is part of why I feel like, you know, there's this change of direction, and just hold on and keep coming till you get it. Because once you get learning how to witness, it's much, much easier. It is much harder at the beginning stages where you're trying to figure out the journey and love yourself and everything. And it's all like, you know, at the beginning stages, you know, we think, oh, it's going to be full of grace and honey. And then we go, wow, where's the grace and honey? I thought I had it aced. Well, no, you don't. It takes a surrender into yourself, into a surrender to the universe, to Amma, to your souls. And this is what you guys are gagging on, virtually all of you. Right. And it's not a sin. This is where to me, you're bumbling idiots, really. And I say this with great respect. It's like, because Premasudha was a bumbling idiot. It's okay. We're fools, you guys, but you just keep going and the divine comes into you. That's how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Michi, I know the loneliness. I intuit the loneliness that you feel underneath. And, you know, Premasudha had a lot of issues with this feelings of separation underneath. And sometimes when they're clearing, they intensify. And it's really uncomfortable. Just have to keep going.
Yeah.
How do you feel right now? Really, really honest.
There was a strength coming inside of me when you were
Yeah.
talking. And I got
Yeah.
this image of my whole world as a globe. And I have
Yes.
this, like a, I don't know the English word hammer. I don't know to
Yes.
slam it. And I know I have to
Yes.
do it. I have to slam my whole world. And I'm shivering. I know I have to do it. And I'm on the
Okay.
point to do
So,
it, but I'm not quite ready.
okay. Okay. Good. And maybe I want you to contemplate that maybe there's a little bit of what Premasudha pointed out with Kaladas about you doing it. Okay. It's like give the globe to Amma.
Yeah.
Okay. How does that feel? Honestly, tell me. Honestly, how does that make you feel when I say that?
I remembered your words in the call when you told me that I have to take responsibility for my own spiritual path.
Okay. You see,
And
this is where you guys get mixed up. When I say responsibility, I am not talking about your ego trying to control it. This is where you guys get mixed up. You hear responsibility as that you have to do something. And when I talk about responsibility, I'm talking about you wake up to that you are a soul in human form. You are incapable of solving your life. And all you can do is be responsible to the inner guidance you get step by step and walk forward, following that guidance without an agenda of your own.
okay.
Okay. This is the toddlers learning how to walk. Like toddlers, they know they can't handle life, that they need their parents, but they know that they can stand up and walk. It's like you can stand up and walk with the identity of that you are a divine being waking up and to follow your guidance. That it's being responsible to the Amma within you.
Yeah.
Can you?
Yeah. I know what you mean. I think
Okay.
I was always doing it in the outside and I have to do it and take any
I know.
action and not to turn inside and put it in front of Amma's feet.
Yeah. Listen, you guys, this whole process is helping you to turn inside. Remember, I'll say it for the nth time. Gabriel appeared to me 14 feet, enormous, huge, filled my room as I was speaking to you and said, tell them to turn inside.
Yeah.
That's it. Remember, Amma and your inner Amma, our inner Ammas are doing this for us. You guys, you see, it is impossible to avoid some discomfiture in the spiritual journey. It's very uncomfortable sometimes.
Yeah.
But then we have these breakthroughs. And, Michi, you are a noble soul. It's just that this discomfiture with yourself, but this is what we're like, and especially women, really. You guys, I can't communicate to you how far off we are. Just, we're so off. And that's our normal. Right.
I can imagine. Yeah.
Okay, good. Because I heard you say underneath, I can heal.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. You see, guys, it's not you. It's your conditioning. It's like, look at our culture. We're killing ourselves. Our food's poisoned, you know, here in the US, if you want to have a baby, it's like $20,000. It's just, it's crazy. If you understand, we're in a crazy world and you're wishing to return to sanity. Okay, it's interesting. There was a loss of attention right there. And I want to say it again. For some of you, we're like little kids. We are in a situation of a loss of insanity, and we are returning to sanity. And that's what it feels like, you guys, when when I say take responsibility, it's like live your life from the point of view that you are a divine being, and that's who you're responsible to. When we do that, there's this incredible feeling of a return to grace, a return home, a return to sanity, a return to humanity. And you guys, this is why your struggles, it's so strongly imprinted in this world. It's everywhere. In fact, it's getting worse. But the reason, the good thing about it getting worse is, as Amma says, there are more saints in North America than they've ever been. Like, the worse it gets, the more some of us go, this just isn't worth the game. And we decide to wake up. That's it. That's it. There's movement on really, really deep levels here with you guys. That's it. That's it. And there's kind of an energetic protection around you, around your new growth. Right. And, we get these breakthroughs into a deeper understanding. And the journey's very, very humbling. Like I say to you, you've no idea what Amma put me through. So you hear this like, well, yeah, that's her, that happened to her. But I'm telling you, it's exactly what the journey's like. It's going to happen to you. It's either from me or Amma or some other teacher. You will get humbled. Or if there's no teacher, life will do it for you. And the other choice is just that we all go extinct and the universe just goes, well, the humanity, well, back to the drawing board for a new species, really. This is the truth of things, you guys. And that's what's freeing about it, you guys. There's nothing to lose. That's it. This work is far deeper than you guys have any idea of. Good. And you're all okay just the way you are. There's no criticism. This is just the journey. I'm just teaching you how to walk. And some of you think you're in wheelchairs and you're not. You come out of them, really. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. I want to talk, you guys, this work, please do not underestimate how subtle it is. And Amma has us all. When it comes, it is a big relief to know that you're not responsible in an ego way, that you're not in control of your lives, that all you can do is keep surrendering to guidance, following guidance, doing your best, giving over difficulties. There's a tremendous freedom of it. Christ said, except as ye become as little children, you can't enter the kingdom of heaven, you see. If you don't do this, you're always in dreary ego land trying to evolve and failing. And your ego getting bigger. Who wants that? Yeah. You're very dear. Some of you are you're the pride thing is stronger than you want to see, but that's okay. I get it. I get it. I was the pot calling. I can't call the kettle black. I was such a black pot. I can't call the kettle black. I know all about pride. I know all about this. Yeah. It's okay. It's healable. Okay. Has somebody else got? Mitchie, have you finished? Is there anything else?
Yeah. I feel very grounded. Thank you.
Okay, good. Okay, good. And I want you rely on me to move you through things a lot. That's okay, but I'm wanting you to do that grounding exercises and see what you can do for yourself.
Yeah.
Because I won't allow you to keep holding on to me and, I won't allow you to keep, just take you through all these challenges. Yeah.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. And I know that you're very equipped. So just do your best. And you guys, I'm a good friend of all of you guys. Really, you're my beloveds. So, yeah.
Thank you.
The other thing I want to say is this emotional work, I don't know anybody who does it. It is the very, very feminine work. It's very practical to teach you how to do it. And this is not common at all. Yeah. But there's so many people walking around saying spiritual things and just so lodged in their heads and not getting the deeper journey at all. What's the point of that? Yeah, it is this dissing of the feminine. That's why we don't have more emotional training and more practical help for the journey. To see, because we're so lopsided to the masculine, which is, it's more conditional love. It's like, you have to do this to achieve this. You have to meditate for 50 years and then no, a woman gives birth. She loves. This is the heart of it. It's the whole reason why there's this training to do 50 years of meditation to learn how to love. This is this training. Learn how to love yourselves. Learn how to understand yourselves and love yourselves. That you can, if you keep going, you can achieve self-realization. Without self-awareness, you never will. You never will, because you'll never be able to decode how your ego tricks you. You'll always just be fooled by your ego again and again and again. Right. So it's kind of like, do you want your pride and be kept being fooled by your ego, or do you want to wake up? No? This is where I say it's a bit the law of the jungle. It's like, do you want it or not? Really. And it's the law of the jungle because the ego will so try to trick you. You have no idea the tricks. And you have to be willing to love deeply enough to see them and still honor yourself. To see where your ego caught you and still love yourself. I'm getting a feeling of ascension, of breaking free and ascension. Yay. Jai Ma. Jai Ma. Anyway, who else would like to come forward? Richard, is there anything you want to say?
Hello, Premasudha.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I want to say or what I can say, but I've been really lost the last days. Yeah, I'm not quite comfortable to speak in the group about this in detail.
Yeah, no, that's okay. It's good just to say this, just good to know that I saw your discomfiture and responded. Tina, you know, and
Thank
I
you.
understand not wanting to speak, but it's like you're very precious the way you are, Richard. There's lots to learn, but you're very precious as you are. All of you guys, you're very precious as you are. That's what you're saying. I'm getting you. This is what I'm scared of. You're saying, yeah. It's, remember we talked about the fear of not being good enough. Yeah. It's this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're very precious, and at the same time, you guys, the truth of it is, you're scared to actually feel how precious and how loved you are. That's what you're scared of. But it will seem that you're scared of not being good enough. You guys, this is how the ego works. It gets it absolutely backwards. It will tell you one thing, but the truth is the opposite. Right. This is what you're scared of. It's interesting because I'm seeing you like a prisoner, like in jail, and you're going like, how could I be valuable when I'm a prisoner in jail? That I've done something terrible. Yeah. Yeah. And you haven't, you guys, you see, this is why the ego is so tricky. The ego will tell you that you've done something terrible because it doesn't want you to know that you're infinite. Please get this. It's trying to hide from you that you are immortal, omniscient, all-powerful, all-knowing. The ego is doing, you know, if you look up at the sky, you can use your finger to kind of hide the sun. You know, it will look like it blocks out the sun. So this is like the ego trying to block out the love of your soul, but it's just a finger. It's nothing as powerful as that sun is. The sun is the powerful thing. Your souls are the powerful thing. The ego's just working really hard that you don't see this. And Sonic drills us with all our failures and inadequacies, and it is never stronger than just before a leap into truth. The ego will drown us in feelings of being inadequate and that we're just so deeply flawed and we're never going to get anywhere. And often everybody around us will be upset with us too. That is what a shift is like. You're all heroes, you see. This is it. I mean, you're heroes to even contemplate doing this. There was a member of a satsang who was, he had an operation, and everybody in his family wasn't available at that time to bring him home from the hospital. I mean, it was a total experience of abandonment. This is what can happen just before somebody moves into truth. It's like it becomes a glaringly obvious metaphor. You get a total experience of being abandoned. That's it. And you just keep swimming. You know, Amma talks about swimming. Swimming. You just swim through all the emotional blah, 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 and you keep swimming to a new, bigger understanding, to a new ground, I used to imagine an island coming up out of the ocean that I was swimming to a new understanding. You see, you guys, the spiritual journey cannot be domesticated. It is wild. Yeah. Because the ego wants to keep power, and you think of any despot and what he does to keep power. Same with the ego. And you guys, I'm talking about you and your personal experience here when I say this. This experience that I'm talking about is not separate from you about what the ego does. It is in your experience if you open your eyes and see it. And when you see it more, you'll learn not to buy into it and you'll learn how to evolve. That's it. I am seeing you guys raising in understanding. Okay, I'm seeing you like going up. So remember, it's not on your shoulders. Amma is running the show. Your soul's running the show. All you can do is really have a strong intent. Amma talks about the importance of staying alert. And you just go forward. And something beyond you takes care of the outcome. But if you're sincere, you will make progress. You know, seekers are not happy by and large, really. You know, we come into periods of light and peace. And then, you know, there's the next obstacle. But a normal asleep person is never happy, really. They can have a phony happiness, thinking that they have a house, say, so that they're happy. I'm happy I have a house. Like, you know, but that stuff disappears very quickly. And you get your deathbed and you see you didn't make any progress. You know, that you weren't true to yourself, that you weren't responsible to your soul. It was a waste. And I'll tell you guys, it's really crushing when that happens. There's no escape. You just get like, you feel like you're being judged by the judge and jury. That's what a wasted life feels like on the deathbed with no escape. So when the ego dies, you guys, we feel like this too. We will get a feeling of we're being judged by judge and jury. There's no escape. We're a miserable sinner. We've screwed up. It's never going to get better. It's just the ego dying. There's a wild love. It's like a wild loving grace that's wanting to reach all of your bodies. And you've been walling it off and you didn't even know. Self-forgiveness for having walled it off. Self-forgiveness for having stayed deaf and dumb and blind. And as soon as you do that, the sun comes out and you see nothing. There was no mistake. Nothing was lost. It's all okay. This is what I want to reassure you guys about. Right. Remember, there's something working on your behalf that is far more powerful than you have any idea of. There's something magical and loving guiding you every step. You know, self-realization, you guys, is realizing how loved you are. You just realize how loved you are. And there's no problem. And then you turn around and try to help other people get that. They go, not possible. No, I'm so bad. I do this now. The world's so terrible. Just hold them. Just hold them, love them. Let me get through to you guys. You know, I've felt this before sometimes, that there's the levels of anger that you carry against yourselves, really. And when I'm talking to you, I feel this kind of, it's like a cellular wall of anger at even communicating all this to you. It's like your egos are going, not allowed, don't want to hear this. Okay, but the important thing is you come, you see, because you come, this wall of anger that you've been carrying against yourself will melt. Can't help it. It will melt. Part of it actually a lot of it is the training in the patriarchy, that this level of kind of female face of God is not allowed. But at the same time, all of you know that you need it. You see? Because we do need it so badly. We so need Amma's embrace. We so need this higher emotional IQ and understanding how the spiritual journey works emotionally. Right. Yeah, and you can accept that. Okay, that's good. Okay, you guys accepted that. Okay, there was a level that you all moved through, a level of anger. And remember, Premasudha's map of reality as experience is way beyond anything you guys could possibly understand right now. Remember that. You're not going to be able to understand it till you go higher. When you go higher, more of it will become clear. It's harder towards the beginning because there's great insecurity. And you don't have that much proof. I'm getting a message from the creator. Like I'd say it's Amma, but I just will call it the creator, saying, that Premasudha is incredibly lucky to be able to share this knowledge, to be able to have come to this knowledge and then be able to share it with other interested people. Yeah, that I am really blessed and lucky. Right, it's true. It's true. I feel this. Truly, I'm so blessed that you guys are interested, because otherwise I'd just be walking around with all this going, what do I do with all this? Really? Yeah. Yeah, that's good. And I can feel the creator saying, just keep going and comprehension will gradually dawn within you guys. It dawns within us. It will dawn within you at a level of your body. Okay, please get this. Your head won't get it. Your body will get it. And as a result of that, your head will get it. Like a woman gives birth and her head becomes a mother. She has a mother's head then. It's the same principle. You let the love into your bodies, your head will get it. That's it. That's it. Yeah. And I'm feeling the creator just wrapping you all in this, all of us, in this huge embrace. Yeah. Last call for any comment or question. Amma says she hears every prayer and sees every tear.
I want to make a comment.
Yeah, Richard.
I could really feel raising trust in my chest as you were talking.
Good.
And I also know that there's similar hints in my dreams, which give me trust for the future.
Good, Richard. It is like that. We get it with our intuition and our bodies, and then our heads get it after. So I feel like there's this. I almost don't want to put words and muddy it, but I just say I honor you, Richard, and I honor this. You're noticing this, and your perceptual ability to get what I'm talking about. Yeah, because it's very subtle. It's very feminine. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. It's lovely. Yeah. Yeah. You guys, I just want to also say, like on a human level, remember when I started Satsangs? I mean, some of you have been like 4 years ago. I had such difficulty expressing myself. The early tapes are full of uh, mm, all through it. And it was like, I was like, how do I speak about this? How do I bring this forward? And I just bumbled into it. I just followed the guidance to give the satsangs, and they've become clear and more powerful over time. And this is Premasudha's proof. And this is the kind of proof you have access in your lives to look at the lived results and to understand that it's as bumbling for Premasudha as it is for you. But I have way more peace now. Yeah. But we're all in this together, you guys. And humanity's making this new leap. Nobody's done this before. So growing pains are inevitable. And it's just so great that you guys are stepping up. Because really, if more people don't do this, we will blow ourselves up. That is, I remember Amma saying several years ago that there weren't enough people waking up. She didn't say that we'd blow ourselves up. But that's what I think, that's Premasudha's take. We have to do it. We either wake up or we'll blow ourselves up and the universe will try again. Right. Now, the good news is I don't think we're going to blow ourselves up. And I used to, but I don't think that anymore. Yeah. And you guys are really, you're stepping forward beautifully. Can I just say this? Please receive this. It's beautiful what you're doing. All of you. There's no error. It's a wild journey. Last call for any comments, questions? Very dear. Sometimes I look at you and you're just so dear. I can't stand it, Bless your dear hearts, you guys.